Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run once more with Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 1st and 10, Taylor now. They find some open field here. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 45 yards. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. Point after here coming up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now a handoff to Chandler. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be second down. Jackson options out left. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Here's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Ready, break!
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. To throw again on second down. Jackson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. But the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, and he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. Had the determination to say, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, middle.
Here's Chandler on second down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson now off the bootleg. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Chandler. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Jackson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Chandler. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Now Chandler. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ty Chandler taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roll. And he found it. Point after right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Desmond King to return it from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Seahawks will take over here just shy of the 30. The opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, he's going to loft one, deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. They run it with Chandler. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Chandler, no gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Jackson keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The point after is good. And the lead is up to 8. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. King going to look to bring it out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Okay, break.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick six against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick six of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick six, the other comes back and matches it. These are two defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. King going to look to bring it out. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. King going to look to bring it out. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already, they need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd down and 7. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it. He's at the 50. The 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
No problem there on the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. King going to look to bring it out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle, a 2nd and 10 now. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's got Pierce. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Pearson, he's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end.
Let's go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number 1 job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
19 Tiger, 17, 11.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they wind up getting 13 there on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. Delivers another one to Pierce. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Pierce, and he's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Chandler, and a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally,
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Colts are right back in this football game. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
He's got a man, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 33 yards that time.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief. Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. Mike Strong with it. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Charles, that's a pretty good response from a rookie quarterback. He's had his struggles in this game, including the interception on the last drive, but there he takes him down the field and puts it in the end zone.
I agree with everything you just said right there, and there's a silver lining to all of this, his resiliency, because let's face it, when things are going bad and you're a youngster, they often continue to go bad. But in his mind and his actions, he said, this stops right here. And how about the positive play he just turned in?
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Now they'll pitch it out here. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. The Seahawks offense staying put out on the field. They're going to go for 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the option play working flawlessly right there. What'd you think of the call?
Love the call, but it's really football 101 to me. 2-point conversion, run quarterback option. That means he can either keep it himself or pitch it to a trailing back. That usually opens things up for an offense.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Taylor. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. The city always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Seahawks, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Arizona Cardinals next week. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.